So, I watched The Prisoner last night, starring Jackie Chan, and the poster for the movie says Jackie Chan is the prisoner. On Amazon, the description of the movie is Jackie Chan plays a shrewd cop who goes undercover with a team of mercenaries when a man he put away 2 years before commits a murder. Now that sounds pretty interesting. First thing though, Jackie Chan is hardly in this movie. He's probably the least relevant character. The description makes it sound like he's the main character, because and the poster, Jackie Chan is the prisoner. I mean, he has his face takes up almost the entire poster. His name is the biggest. It sounds like he's the main character, but he's not. The description of the film does describe on Amazon. It does describe the main character. That character isn't played by Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan plays a different character. So it was a little weird. Overall, it's a weird film. I think Tony Leung plays the main character, whose name is Andy. He's a cop. It starts with him. The commissioner gets shot, and the man who shoots him was put to death by firing squad in the Super Max prison 2 years ago or something. And so Andy's like, well, we gotta investigate this. So he assaults some people, gets arrested, gets put in this prison, and he starts asking around. And in there we meet Sammo Hung's character. I think his character's name is John. He's cool. First night Andy shows up, he gets put in a fight against this fighter, and people are betting on it. Sammo Hung's character bets on it. He says, I bet you last 30 seconds. You better last at least 30 seconds in the ring. And this is actually a really good scene, because he does. But he gets his ass kicked, which is cool, because in a lot of these kinds of movies, at least what I was expecting, the action movies where the hero just beats up everyone, he gets his ass kicked. He's not that good at fighting. He gets his ass kicked. But he keeps getting back up. And Sammo Hung wins the bet. And so now you got Sammo Hung and him are friends. And his roommate, Andy, and his cellmate, not roommate, his cellmate, Charlie, are good buds too. Charlie has a pet rat too that he named Goliath, which is kind of cool. Anyways, so that all happens. We learn that Andy's, sort of he's not very good at fighting, but he's resilient. He doesn't give up. Jackie Chan's character, his name's Steve. When we first get introduced to him, he's at a fashion show. His girlfriend's a model. And this guy's like, you better throw the game tonight, or the match tonight. Jackie Chan's, I'm not going to throw the match. And so I expected him to be involved in some fighting ring. It's a pool match. Jackie Chan does some incredible pool stunts. It's kind of funny. Really impressive. If you've seen that commercial where Matthew McConaughey curves the pool ball, he does that in this. So that was cool. He doesn't throw the match. And so these gangsters assault Jackie Chan and his girlfriend. And basically his girlfriend gets stabbed in the liver. And Jackie Chan goes to the hospital with her. And they're like, you need to get her new liver within 24 hours. The only place you're going to get that is on the black market. Jackie Chan, how much will that cost me? The doctor goes, $100,000. Jackie Chan's like, I only know one place to get that kind of quick money. I'm like, okay, he's going to rob a bank, or he's going to do some underground fighting or something like that. He just plays poker, and he wins. He kicks the guy's ass in poker, and he wins a bunch of money. He's like, okay, guys, thanks. I'll see you later. And they're like, well, you got to give us a chance to win back. He's like, no, and he leaves. And so they all attack him, and it's actually a good fight scene. There's some good stunts in there, some good fighting. And then one of the guys tries to stab him, and he ends up stabbing himself. And so Jackie Chan, the police show up, the guy's brother is there, Jackie Chan gets arrested, the other guy's other brother shows up, they're like, we're going to get vengeance for our brother. So now Jackie Chan is put in the Supermax prison with Andy and Sammo Hung and Charlie. And immediately when he's there, they're like, who's this new guy? And they're like, you don't want to know. I don't know why. That's what Charlie says. You don't want to know. Andy wants to know who the new guy is. He doesn't really matter, because he honestly, I don't understand why Jackie Chan is in this movie. He doesn't do a lot. He's just kind of there. They just put him there so they could put him on the poster, I think, and pretend he's the main character. He's not the main character. He probably has the least screen time out of, like, he probably has the least screen time out of all the major characters. He's not even a major character. I don't know why he's in this movie. Anyways, the guy whose brother he killed hired a hit on him. Two guys attack him with a knife. It's a pretty good fight scene. And they get put away in solitary, and so does Jackie Chan. And he's not in the movie for a while again. So, yeah, Sammo Hung's character then escapes after this, I think. This is when he goes and visits his son. He promises to his son, I'll be back next year. And he tells his son it's kind of good. He kicks his dog in the head. I don't know why that was in there. Different treatment for, I guess, just different culture, because he's really mean to the dog. So that was kind of funny though. Let's see what happens after that. After that, this other guy named Lucas gets taken out of solitary confinement. He's sort of like the boss prisoner. Everyone respects him, for whatever reason. And he gets out there, and Andy takes a liking to him. Lucas takes a liking to Andy. Then Andy gets attacked by the two guys who attacked Jackie Chan. They get out of solitary too. I think they do. Yeah. They burn Andy's hand. They're like, stop asking about the guy who killed the commissioner. Stop asking about him. And they burn his hands, or just one of his hands. And they call his hands like pussy hands. But they're like, oh, you're tougher than we thought. So again, it's just to show that his character, one, doesn't give up. Very determined. After the scene, Lucas is forced to eat a big bowl of rice, and Andy helps him. It's a weird scene, kind of funny. It's a big bowl of rice. I'd probably throw up if I tried to eat all that rice. But it's just weird. He eats it really gross too. What else happens? This seems kind of disorganized, and that's because the movie kind of feels this way. It's very weird. It doesn't really make sense. The movie just kind of happens. There's nothing really drives the plot along, because Andy stops asking about the guy. We never saw him actually ask about the guy in the first place, so we never actually see him investigate anything in the prison. And then they like stop investigating, and we never see him investigate anything after, so I guess he does. It's kind of weird. He's like, he got arrested he's put in bars for 2 years to find this out. He has a girlfriend on the outside. He's like, I don't need to see her for 2 years because I need to figure this out. And he doesn't do anything to figure it out. He's just sort of there. He seems like he's having not that bad of a time. He's hanging out with Charlie and Lucas. They're all good buds. And Sammo Hung comes back out of solitary confinement. They're good buds. Before he comes out of solitary confinement, there's the scene where like the prisoners are working on a road, and the captain of the guard's like, if you don't finish by this time, no dinner. And then Andy's like, what if we finish early? He's like, I'll put on a tutu and do ballet. So all the prisoners are like, oh, okay, yeah. And then Andy encourages him to actually finish early. And the captain's like, wow, you finished early. Doesn't put on the tutu or do ballet. And Sammo Hung's character now gets out of solitary confinement. And his cellmate's like, yeah, this is what happened. The captain guy, he said he'd put on a tutu and do ballet. But he didn't do it. And then Sammo Hung, this is also, I actually really like this scene. Because he's all, fucked up from solitary. He's like, yeah, a man who doesn't keep his word he's not worth anything. He's a shitty person. So that does one, that talks about, says a lot about the captain of the guards. But also says something, Sammo Hung's character, he's like, because he promised to his son. His son made him promise he'd be back next year for his birthday. And so he's like, he's very, it's just a good character moment where he's like, I'm going to keep that promise. And he says that to his son. He's like, I got to find another way to escape. He's like, you're crazy, man. You can't keep doing this. He's like, I gotta keep my promise. And so it's a really good scene. Anyways, after that, they just kind of fuck around for a while. Sammo Hung, Lucas, Andy, and Charlie all become good buds. Then my friend Ben Egan is actually in this movie. I'll put a clip of that in the video. And you can see Benny in this movie. He's right there. Anyways, Jackie Chan's character is added back into the movie at this point. I don't really know. Lucas is just like, no contract killings here. You guys got to shake on that, and they do. And Jackie Chan's character is just there. I don't know. Like, he sort of becomes friends with Andy, but he also, I don't know. He's just there. It's really weird. I don't know why his character he doesn't do anything. He's just there. Anyways, the guy whose brother he killed finds out that the hit didn't go through, that Jackie Chan survived, so he attacks a police officer to get arrested, and he shows up in the prison. Oh, before this point, Sammo Hung does escape, and he brings Lucas with him. And then they're camping out, and the police all show up, and Lucas is like, you set me up. He's like, I'm sorry, like, I had to. They said they cut me a deal. I just want to see my son. And Lucas is like, fuck you, but also, I respect that. I understand. You know, you gotta take care of the people you love. Lucas is a real cool guy. And he gets shot. He dies. So now we know that Jackie Chan's character is in danger again. And so is everyone else. Anyways, the guy's brother, he attacks a cop, shows up. Then he tries to kill Jackie Chan. Like, we're gonna have a fight tonight, and they fight with some shivs. Some good action. Actually, it's a pretty good fight scene. Jackie Chan wins very narrowly, and he has the shiv up to the guy's throat, and the guards are all watching. They're like, kill him, finish him off. And then this fucking madman climbs up to the guards and he starts attacking them. He gets really angry, like he gets his face like, and I felt like there was supposed to be more in this movie. Because he's never really had a problem with the guards. There's nothing to establish that Jackie Chan and the guards are on. Like, if this had been a different character, I would have understood, because some of the other characters, like, those guards are bastards. Jackie Chan's character, I don't understand. His whole motivation was saving his girlfriend, and then his girlfriend died because he couldn't get the liver. So what is he fucking doing? I don't understand. He goes and he attacks the guards, and they beat the shit out of him. And then the other guy who just tried to kill him climbs up and helps him attack the guards. So they're both attacking the guards, and then they get the shit beat out of him. And the captain of the guard's about to shoot Jackie Chan in the head. And Andy shouts out, wait, there's a lot of witnesses here. You know, you could get in a lot of trouble for that. He goes, you're right. And we don't see him again. Well, we do later. But we'll get to that. Sammo Hung's character then tries to escape again. And he kills a cop, he runs him over, and he gets put to death by firing squad. And it's kind of a good scene, because we saw earlier the guy who killed the commissioner, the guy who started this whole thing, the guy who killed the commissioner, he was put to death by firing squad. So we know something's up with that. Sammo Hung's character, we know he isn't really dead, probably. Or at least, that suspicion. Like, he's gonna find, and he's gonna contact Andy. He's gonna figure it out or something. Anyways, Andy, Charlie, they're having a good time in prison, hanging out, being buds. One of the evil guys kills Charlie's rat, Goliath, which is sad. And then this one guy who tried to kill Jackie Chan, like the bad prisoner guy, I guess. The captain of the guard's like, kill Andy. So he does that thing where you put a bunch of stuff in the light bulb or whatever, and Charlie goes back to the cell. It's New Year's. Charlie goes back to the cell, turns on the light. Charlie blows up. Charlie burns to death. And Andy is like, no, Charlie! And he sees the guy, and he knows that he did it, so he goes and he runs and attacks him, and he starts beating the shit out of him. The guards all come, break up the fight. They fucking they hit the guy who blew up Charlie so hard in the head, he's like bleeding everywhere. He's like, you were the one who told me to do it. He's saying to the captain guard, and he's going fucking crazy. He's like, the captain guard, he's like, so I didn't want you to kill Charlie. He goes, well, it's not my fault. And he's like, you were the one who told me to kill Andy. And then he's like, what? So he goes and he attacks the captain of the guard. And then, basically there's a whole prison riot coming on. Whole prison riot starts. The captain of the guard is about to shoot Andy. The other guy who just killed Charlie jumps in front of the gun, basically, and saves Andy, which they're not friends. It was kind of weird. Didn't seem like he'd take a bullet from him. I guess he just hated the captain of the guard that much or whatever. Andy then takes the gun and shoots the captain of the guard like 6 times. It's brutal. Captain of the guard is dead. Andy is put to death by firing squad, and we're like, okay, now we're going to figure it out. And I thought, at the last second, something's going to happen. We get a shot of Andy just getting fucking shot to death by the firing squad. And I thought it would have been really funny if that was where the movie ended. He just got fucking shot to death. He doesn't. He survives. And then the warden's like, I saved your life. Now you got to do one job for me. There's a drug lord in Thailand. I see a lot of people come through here. He's going to get away free, though, because he's buying off the jury. So you got to go kill him. And I thought, oh, the warden's like a lawful evil sort of guy. Like, he's very strict about the law and follows it to the T, but his like methods are extreme. I thought it was kind of interesting. I thought like he actually really cares about the law, like too much, sort of like a overzealous paladin or something. So that was interesting. Andy, by the way, figures out what happens. He hasn't done any He doesn't do any investigating the whole movie. He just sort of gets angry. He doesn't shoot the captain of the guard to go get executed by firing squad. He just does it because he's angry, and he gets lucky. He just stumbles upon the answer. He doesn't really. It's weird. Yeah, it's a weird movie. Anyways, Jackie Chan is back. Sammo Hung is back. Jackie Chan, it's implied, they never show it. He apparently got shot to death after attacking the guards. And so did the guy who was fighting Jackie Chan. He got shot to death. So they go and they kill the drug lord, and they're about to get in the escape vehicle. And earlier at the beginning of the movie, Andy suddenly remembers that the other guy who killed the commissioner, when he tried to drive away, the car blew up. So he's like, there's a bomb in the car, and they all jump out of the Jeep. And they're like, oh shit, and they're at this airport, or military airfield, and they kill a ton of people. They kill a lot of people. And it's not really good direction. It's just kind of weird. They're running around, there's no sense of space or anything. They're running around just shooting random people. Jackie Chan does a couple good, cool things. Some of the other characters do some cool things. But it's just weird. There's no real sense of... It's a lot of chaos. It's not very well controlled or directed. Anyways, they end up in the flight tower. They take a guy hostage. They're like, we demand a plane, get us a plane. They get a plane ready for takeoff. But there's only 3 of them here. Andy's not there. So you're like, where's Andy? I think that's what happened, at least. I don't know. I don't really remember. Anyways, they have the hostage. They're bringing him out. And all of a sudden, the hostage breaks free. And they shoot the hostage and all of it. Like, there's an entire army there. Like, the entire army is there. And they all start... and they're like, don't take off the... they're getting the plane ready for takeoff. Andy, it turns out, is on the plane. He got on the plane beforehand. And he's making sure that it takes off because they were going to, double-cross him and not have it take off. So he's making sure it takes off. They're all running on the plane. They're all running to the plane. The army is... There's an entire army behind them, and none of them are getting shot. And I thought first, this is really goofy, because they're shooting back. And none of these bullets are hitting. These guys, they would have been dead in an instant. But then the general's like, I want them alive. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That's why they're not getting shot to death. So they're running. Then Sammo Hung gets shot to death. And it's like, okay. Damn. But they're running, and Andy's still like, come on, run. Jackie Chan gets shot a few times, and he's about to die. And then the guy who was trying to kill Jackie Chan earlier stays back to try and help him. They both get shot to death. Basically, they all end up dying except for Andy. Andy escapes. And then he arrests the commissioner. It turns out the commissioner is not like that at all. The drug guy was his partner, and he testified he was worried he was going to get in trouble too. So, just completely different characterization. And he gets to see his girlfriend, though. Yeah, it was a weird movie. It wasn't bad. Well, it was okay. Not a very good movie. Like a 2 out of 5, maybe. It was kind of fun, though. It had some goofy moments. Fun to watch with some friends. I don't know. Weird movie. That's all. Also, this video has no sense of direction, just like the movie. So, yeah, it's just kind of random.